Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, bienvenidos aficionados al box a la Plaza de Toros por el campeonato peso mosca ligero del CMB y peso mosca junior de la FIB. We welcome you, ladies and gentlemen, for the main event of the evening here in Plaza de Toros in Mexico City, The Real Thing in the Bull Ring, brought to you by Don King Productions, along with Promotora Alfaga, King Vision, SET Pay-Per-View, and La Cerveza Más Fina Corona. This bout is sanctioned by the World Boxing Council, Presidente José Suleiman, Supervisor Eduardo Lamazón, along with the International Boxing Federation, Presidente Robert Lee, Supervisor Walter Stone, and la Comisión de Box del Distrito Federal, Presidente Juan José Torres Landa. Presentando a los jueces. Introducing to you the judges, scoring this bout from ringside, Alfred Asaro, Harry Davis, and Bob Loges. Bien, amigos, este es revancha de revanchas, la pelea principal de la noche de 12 asaltos. All right, fans, here we go with the rematch main event of the evening. The third meeting and rubber match between these two warriors of the ring. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, it's showtime! The WBC Light Flyweight and IBF Junior Flyweight Championship of the World, scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Aquí está el referee. The referee is Larry O'Connell. Presentando al retador en la esquina azul. Presenting first the challenger. On my right, fighting out of the blue corner. Wearing white trunks with red trim. El peleador de Phoenix, Arizona, en los Estados Unidos. Con un peso de 48.9 kilogramos, he weighed in at 108 pounds. Con un récord de 32 victorias y solamente una derrota, tiene 19 victorias por knockout. His record includes 32 wins, only one defeat, 19 wins coming by way of knockout. He is ranked the number 1 108-pound contender by the WBC and the IBF. Here's tonight's challenger, the 1988 Olympic silver medalist and the former long-time reigning world champion. Aquí está el retador número 1 en el mundo, que lo llaman Manitas de Piedra, presentando Michael Carbajal. Y su rival, al campeón en la esquina roja. His opponent across the ring in the red corner, the defending champion wearing gold trunks and black trim. Representando Ciudad Neza, Estado de México. Con un peso de 48.8 kilogramos, he weighed in at 107.5 pounds. Tiene un récord de 40 victorias y 2 derrotas con 30 victorias por knockout. His record is 40 wins, 2 losses, with 30 big wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the hard-hitting current WBC and IBF 108-pound champion. Aquí está el campeón, el pequeño gigante de Neza. Demos la bienvenida a Humberto Chiquita Gonzalez. Aquí está el referee Larry O'Connell.
¡Viva México! ¡Viva México! ¡Arriba! Good luck to both of you. Come out fighting and may the best man win.
British referee Larry O'Connell with final instructions, so we are just about ready for uno más. Fight number 3 between Humberto Chiquita Gonzalez and Michael Carbajal. Carbajal believes he has the psychological edge, having knocked out Gonzalez. And we're just about set for the start of this fight, scheduled for 12 for the IBF WBC Light Flyweight Championship. Gonzalez in the black and gold is the champion. Carbajal in the all-white is the challenger. And we are underway. You could hear during the American anthem much anti-American sentiment. related to Prop 187 in California. Voters in California denying illegal immigrants many of the services they've been able to take advantage of over the years. So a lot of banners, anti-American sentiment here in Mexico's Plaza de Toros.
Gonzalez walked out as a southpaw and has already switched back to orthodox. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of that, and he is moving. He's not, doesn't look like he's going to start brawling.
Gonzalez told us he's got the same mindset going into this fight as in the second. Coast until round 6 or 7, then turn it on. It worked in the rematch. His plan to take it easy, absorb, don't get into a shootout, be calm and alert. A steady din from the Mexican fans here. The decibel level is high. And they're doing the wave. Gonzalez said he'll continue to change stances from southpaw to orthodox, back and forth to confuse Carbajal. As in the second fight, he's equally adept at boxing and going toe-to-toe.
Well, right now, Michael's doing the only landing that's being done, and that in itself is minimal. Humberto's just looking to save some energy and walk around.
And lose a round. That's the big problem here. If this goes to decision, you don't want to lose this early ones. It's just a chess game now. The only one that's landed anything hard is Carbajal. It looked like it had a little tiny bit of effect, but then it looked like a stumble.
The fans here in Mexico, Ferdy, which are a big story, like the fighting style, which is generally more Carbajal. Oh, a right hand by Carbajal. The first big punch of the night.
Carbajal has got murder in his eyes. First punch landed by Chiquita.
There you see him jumping in from that awkward stance, switching his legs and slapping slapping Carbajal. Not a big punch, but landed. First one on the mark.
Gonzalez southpaw stance right now. He'll switch back and forth. Goes to the left hand, but a glancing blow. Carbajal 5'5", 108. Gonzalez 5'1", 107 and a half. The rubber match. Carbajal winning the first, knocking out Gonzalez. Gonzalez winning the second. Split decision. Couple of good shots there by Gonzalez.
But after he'd received a couple of good shots by Carbajal, so that was like a standoff.
I'll tell you what, if they keep this pace up, you'll hear that whistling again.
Not with these two guys. These are heroes.
Round one in the books.
He wrapped that with a ribbon and gave it to Carbajal.
Baja la cabeza, Beto. No te eches esta todavía. Baja la cabeza y cuando puedas le das al cuerpo. Sí, pero cuando puedas. No. Fuerte. Doing good.
Brother Danny Carbajal, very calm, talking to Michael. He asked Michael yesterday if the crowd might motivate Gonzalez to fight like Carbajal rather than box. Gonzalez said the crowd will take a victory anyway. They don't care if he boxes or punches. Just win, baby.
The last round was mostly spent as an orthodox fighter. Now here you see, already he's switched up southpaw for the champion.
As far as the crowd effect here in Mexico in terms of styles, Gonzalez said the fans won't turn on. They're here to see him win.
Good left hand, he just landed on Carbajal.
Carbajal takes the first round. Round 2 scheduled for 12. A lot of bobbing and weaving by Gonzalez looking for the opening. Carbajal shoots a right uppercut with a glancing blow. To the body goes Gonzalez.
Wild punches by Chiquita. That's not like him.
Carbajal said he was very confident of his boxing and his punching ability. He thought they were both better than the champion.
Already a warning from the English referee, O'Connor.
Gonzalez fighting as a southpaw, moving a lot. The chance of Chiquita. This is 100% pro Gonzalez. halfway through the second round.
Sitting behind us, the champion, Julio Cesar Chavez, told me, I think this is going to be a dull fight. I said, I don't think so.
I agree with you. Carbajal said doesn't mind not being the crowd favorite. Gonzalez started out at 7-5. It's about even now. Carbajal was not the crowd favorite even in the United States at Englewood against Chiquita Gonzalez, many of Mexican descent in the crowd.
They're giving each other too much respect, too much leeway. Somebody's got to take this round here.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's up for grabs. Any good flurry right now by either fighter could steal the round.
That's what I'm saying.
Michael Carbajal has bounced back with 2 strong efforts to get back on track since the loss. Sends Gonzalez reeling into the ropes. Less than 30 seconds, round 2. Gonzalez knows he had Carbajal down twice, but couldn't put him away in that first fight. Gonzalez, though, has shown superior boxing skills, but Carbajal has great heart. He says Gonzalez doesn't have heart.
And he's doing all the leading in this dance right now. He's stealing the round, just like Bobby and I said. He needed to put something together, and he did.
I want you to move to the left, okay? Don't stand straight in front of him. Every so often, he'll drop his hands and he'll stay right there, all right? So stay right there, okay? How do you feel? Keep them hands up, all right? You're doing good. You are boxing. You already won.
See how he changes up back and forth. I really don't believe this is effective here in this fight. This doesn't bother Carbajal at all, the changing up from one side to the other. What's the purpose?
Well, the punches come from different angles. Sometimes it's hard to adjust, but I'll tell you what, I think Michael Carbajal has done his homework based on the last fight.
And they fought 2 fights. It's like, he ain't going to see nothing new. I mean, you know, he's not going to come with anything new with it.
Round 3.
First 2 in the kip for Michael Carbajal, as Chiquita is sticking to his promise not to do anything for 5 rounds. Boy, that's a way to blow up dice.
Well, he feels it worked in the rematch. He coasted for 5 or 6 rounds and turned it on. I don't know if it's going to work again.
The difference could be in the second fight, Carbajal said he was so intent on going in and knocking him out off that big knockout that he pulled off that he became one-dimensional. He wasted energy and did certain things. He's not doing that here tonight, so the second half of this fight, he's going to have just as much energy as the champion.
You recall there was also a major headbutt in the 3rd round, caused a lot of problems at first for Gonzalez, then it kind of quelled, and Carbajal seemed to be waiting for the referee to stop the fight. He never took advantage of the situation. He never really took it to Carbajal. Carbajal dictated the pace the second fight for the most way.
Well, one thing he's doing wrong here, he's reaching. And if you reach long enough, you're going to get gonged by Chiquita because he's too good a fighter to let him just reach like that and not punish him.
He is crafty, Chiquita Gonzalez. Carbajal said he'd love nothing more than to beat Chiquita Gonzalez on his home turf. And we are in Mexico City, the home of Gonzalez. Harry O'Connell of England, the 3rd man in the ring.
As soon as they go left-handed, as soon as he goes left-handed, they start tangling with their toes. They're always the invariable sequelae of a left-handed fighter fighting a right-handed fighter. The step toes over there.
Now the infighting is both land to the body. Left hand by Gonzalez. He's getting in and out.
Gonzalez is becoming a little more effective with his jumping in and out, causing Carbajal to miss a little more, scoring a little more, but nothing substantial from either fighter right now.
And Carbajal still is leading. That's a nice shot. Nice left-hand shot by Chiquita.
Gonzalez sticking and moving. Carbajal says, though, I can get the clear-cut decision by outboxing him. Yes, even in Mexico. Time will tell if it reaches that point.
Well, every judge is a neutral one, and even the referee's from a foreign land, so the crowd shouldn't be able to affect them too much.
That should not factor in. You're right. Bob Logis of Belgium, Alfred Asaro of France, Harry Davis of Canada, the judges, the ref from England.
Still, the stalking Carbajal is doing the leading, and he is out speeding and out slicking Chiquita. Chiquita's got to come in. That's nice work by Chiquita off the ropes this time.
You hear the crowd reaction every time Chiquita lands.
Is there blood on Chiquita's face? It looks like there's a cut of some kind. Is there blood there, or is it just red?
I think it's just red. I don't see any blood.
No. It's just red.
Final seconds, round 3.
Hard round to score.
Keep working that cut. He's cut already. Just keep them hands tight, okay? He's trying to go straight left hand. Keep them hands tight. Boom, 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 boom. Just like you do in the dressing room, right? Nice, short, quick, fast.
And here we come to the final part after a rather slow round in which Carbajal was doing all the leading. Chiquita decided to start fighting a little bit at the end, maybe to pull this round out. I don't think he did, but at least he was trying. There was not much to be seen. Low blow, you can see clearly there. Now the speed of Chiquita as he starts to come in, but again, it just doesn't, there's just nothing there. He missed twice just then.
He's very awkward, Ferdy. He jumps both ways.
Interested spectator, Julio Cesar Chavez. Gonzalez, a close friend of Chavez. Chavez doing some commentary tonight. Chavez, the godfather to one of Gonzalez's children. Gonzalez and his wife Margarita, the parents of 2 sons and a daughter. Let's take a listen to the Spanish simulcast and check in on Julio.
Well, they're putting something on his eye.
Carbajal, como siempre, va para adelante, la Chiquita esperando. Veremos si más adelante le da resultado el patrón de pelea que lleva hasta el momento la Chiquita, porque Carbajal sigue persiguiéndolo y tratando de conectarle buenos golpes al campeón mini mosca del Consejo Mundial de Boxeo. Ahí dispara en la izquierda y Carbajal se prepara, lo sigue nuevamente, lo sigue.
Ahí está la iniciativa de Carbajal, ya cortó a Chiquita González, entonces es una ventaja eso para Carbajal, porque se le puede abrir más la cortada, entonces puede venir el referee y parar la pelea.
Claro. Y yo creo que hay mucha posibilidad de eso, porque se está sangrando bastante.
Está sangrando bastante, sí, por lo mismo, ¿no? Porque le ha dejado toda la iniciativa. Yo no sé qué pasa con Chiquita, debe de ir para adelante y tirar golpes.
Sí, porque dice que entre más golpes tira un boxeador, pues tiene más posibilidad de conectar.
Y además la gente va a empezar al rato a luchar, a hablar.
That bit of exchange, they're seeing what we're seeing. Carbajal doing all the fighting, but just then they both saw what we saw. There's a cut, and Chavez says that's very bad for Chiquita, because now that gives the target, and the people are going to start to holler because of this cut. In other words, they're seeing what we're seeing so far. Carbajal is winning. Chiquita now put himself in a hole because he's got a big cut.
And keep in mind, he had a nasty cut. 3rd round, 2nd fight, did Chiquita Gonzalez, but he survived and went on to win a close split decision.
So in the 2nd fight, there was also a cut, an accidental headbutt. We don't know what caused this one. But Carbajal did not capitalize on it, did not attack the cut, did not work the cut. Right now, he hasn't made any big moves toward it yet, and it's still early. But this is something he needs to do. He needs to work that cut, make it bleed more, cause Chiquita to get a little desperate, which he did not do in the 2nd fight.
Boy, he feinted twice with the right hand and then let it fly, did Carbajal, and you had the feeling this guy is measuring. He wants that title really bad.
As we saw in the last fight, Ricardo Lopez went straight for those cuts, almost like target practice of Javier Vargas. But not the scenario here. Less than 30 seconds to go, round 4.
Well, I can guarantee you no Mexican doctor is going to stop that fight off a cut. He's going to have to exsanguinate before they stop the fight on a cut here. Oh, big low blow.
Exsanguinate, huh?
Yeah, that means all your blood goes out of your body. There's nothing left.
Thank
wow.
you.
That's a little drastic, don't you think?
Yeah, we just saw Dracula.
Final seconds, round 4. Getting a little frantic now.
Repito ya, este fue el 4. Sí. El 5, otro más, pero ya vele metiendo más golpes.
Well, his corner man, Nacho, said, well, this is only the 4th round. We're now in the 5th. One more round, and then we turn you loose. So he is sticking exactly to what he said. That's really crazy. That's crazy. This is a low blow that we'll see by Chiquita, who has been doing this. Look at that. That's pretty low. Pretty low again. Nothing from...
He's small and he's jumping around. Here he tries to duck in, go to the body, and it just flies a little south.
Yeah, one should have a little warning to go to a little south. I think Bobby, don't you think it's crazy to put some rule to your boxer? Don't fight for 5 rounds and then start to fight in a championship fight? What are they kidding?
I could understand him to say to him, harness your energy, relax, win the rounds, but not by a lot. Don't go all out, but not just give him away, which is it appears he's doing, because I've got him behind now and he's starting to dig himself a hole.
And a cut. A hole and a cut. So, I mean, what was the advantage to that? That's crazy.
Risky strategy for the champion, Humberto Chiquita Gonzalez, in the black and gold trunks, coasting for the first 5 rounds or so, and then looking to turn it up. It is now round 5. Gonzalez still fighting out of the lefty stance, but it doesn't seem to be hampering Michael Carbajal at all.
Nor is he using a great deal of energy, because if the object was to make him use all the energy chasing, he didn't use it. He just won the rounds. And inflicted a cut.
Bobby, what do you think Carbajal has been working on over the last 9 months to counteract Chiquita Gonzalez?
You know, I'm watching his reaction when Chiquita jumps and steps around. What Michael seems to have maybe solved is the angles. He's throwing his punches a little shorter, not quite as loaded up as he has in the past, and he's been on target with it, using the jab as a finder more than to be scoring punches, more to just find the range, and using a very straight right hand. Now, we'll see as things go, as things progress. If Chiquita can bring it to him and come under that, we'll see.
Or as a probe. Let's see what happens from this point on. Combination by Gonzalez, but no effect on Carbajal.
Nice straight right hand, right down the pipe on the nose of Chiquita, and a hook on the nose of Chiquita.
Some nice nifty uppercuts here, infighting by Carbajal. Those shots are landing to the chin of Gonzalez.
Carbajal is certainly the better puncher here, stronger of the two, and Chiquita is fighting the fight that he has to fight to be as strong or maybe stronger late by letting Carbajal hit his body. But I'll tell you what, he's throwing away rounds.
Carbajal's doing a lot more of taking it to the champion than he did in the second fight. Carbajal on the offense. Continues to press the attack. Wow, almost a right hand by Carbajal, but just missed. A very determined looking Michael Carbajal stalking little Chiquita. Carbajal not letting up either.
Chiquita's very difficult to hit cleanly with those shots. Jumps around, moves, steps, changes his balance on his feet, and comes back with combinations from very strange angles.
A very fast-moving round.
And they've done a good job on the cut of Chiquita, because you don't see any more blood.
It's easy to afraid to fight here. But that's okay. You're landing the better shots and you're making him move. He ain't throwing him. And when you get close, Michael, right hook, left hook.
Here you see Carbajal backing up Chiquita, and again, he's trying to work him, push him, press him, take it to him every part of the round. Even though he's being a little conservative, he's putting body pressure on him.
Let's take another look at that. You see the determination of Carbajal. He comes in, he at least lands one good shot, and there's no quitting. I mean, don't think he's getting a present, because Chiquita's fighting back, just not as effectively right now. And I guess the traffic cop said, hey, this is the 6th round. Okay, start the fight. So let's see what this brings. Look at the determination he ran across.
And Gonzalez is not fooling Carbajal. He was orthodox in round 1, southpaw, 2, 3, 4, 5, but he's not going back and forth as much as he did in the second fight, which confused Carbajal. Not the case here tonight.
I'll tell you, he's doing a little less running already. Landed the first combination of this round. It seems that he has in his mind a little more offense.
I think they turned him loose.
We'll see.
Round 6, scheduled for 12. the WBC IBF Light Flyweight Championship.
Nice straight left hand
by Gonzalez. Carbajal continues to move forward. So far, Chiquita has not let loose.
And Carvajal's right there in front of him. He's not making any movement. He's in a punch hard position. I mean, he is in one of those I'm going to let fly positions.
Well, right now, Carbajal has actually stopped punching as much as he was. Chiquita's being a little more effective here.
Yeah, Gonzalez picking up the pace a little more with the punches. Going to the body. Carbajal hitting on the break and getting warned by referee Larry O'Connell.
That's twice. You get the feeling the next one's going to cost him a point.
And the crowd will erupt, excuse me.
Carbajal has won, at least in our view, just about every round. This is round 6. The pace a lot slower than in the last round. Gonzalez trying to pick it up, but Carbajal has answers.
It's a different Chiquita. He's trying hard now. Now he's going at it. They've turned him loose. He said fight.
He's throwing more punches and he's using good movement, head and feet, to get out of the way of Carbajal's bombs.
So we'll see halfway through if things turn around.
This may cost.
When I say break, you break. The words of Larry O'Connell.
That's nice. Only one of them understands.
I was just thinking that very same thought.
Yeah. What good is it to tell him?
Gonzalez does not speak English. Carbajal from Phoenix, Arizona.
Now, Carbajal could have interpreted when he was
if he was a sportsman.
Help him out a little bit.
You only ask so much of a man.
Oh, nice right hand. Right hand lead by Carbajal.
Gonzalez felt that one. Now Gonzalez applying the pressure.
And missing with 3 big punches. 3 big power punches missed.
They slid right off the head of Carbajal as the bell sounds, ending round 6.
Vamos ganando, más activito, nada más que tata y vivo que vas gancho izquierdo. Sube tus manos, no te confíes, no pienses que ya lo tienes, él está engatusando, pero hazlo. Él te está engatusando, emplea la velocidad, él es muy lento para pensar y muy lento de manos. Tú lo estás obligando a que ande cazando un golpe nada más. Velocidad de manos, aunque no ponga folles. 2 golpes abajo.
Let's look at the end of this round where Chiquita's trying to get something going to win these rounds and so forth. But look how many misses he got. He's trying too hard. He waited too long to get ready. Now he's getting into the heat of the action. This next round ought to be something.
For as many times as these fellows may fight, you'll never see another fight like the first one.
That was just constant action. The second fight, much more reserved. Between Gonzalez and Carbajal, only 3 defeats. Carvajal's only lost 2 Gonzalez. Gonzalez losing to Carbajal and Rolando Pascua back in 1990.
Chiquita has never lost by decision. Both of his losses were by KO, so that could be interesting as this fight winds down.
How about the scorecards right now, unofficially, fellas?
I have it 58-56 for Carbajal.
Blood, left eye, Carbajal. Excuse us, Bobby.
No problem.
Now they've both cut. Bobby, what did you say your scorecard? I'm sorry.
58-56 Carbajal.
Exactly what I got. Exactly. 58-56 Carbajal. Look at him come out. Look at Carbajal when he goes after him. He's been fighting too tight. He's got to loosen up and get into the fight here. He's got to loosen up and start throwing real love. He's been throwing those bombs.
Now blood all over the body and streaking down to the trunks of Michael Carbajal, cut along the left eye. I believe first time he's been cut here against Gonzalez. And this is the 3rd meeting.
Well, it's starting to heat up a little more, but it is not going to come close to that pace they had in the first fight.
It's getting there, Bobby. It's getting there.
Gonzalez certainly looking to pick up the pace here in the second half of the fight, round 7. Left hand, now he's aiming for that cut, is Gonzalez. Goes to the head, wild miss by Carbajal. Back comes Gonzalez.
Something's bothering Carbajal. That blood's in his eye.
Yes.
Yeah, I see him blinking and wiping.
Yes, it's coming into the left eye.
That's bad.
He's blinking a lot. A right hand by Carbajal off balance, and he stung Gonzalez. Good defense by Carbajal. His face getting very messed up now.
A lot of standoff, a lot of chess match being played here.
Each waiting for that proper opening. Nobody really rushing. Both very composed. And again, the heavy blinking. Left eye problems for Carbajal. The cut has been handled well as far as Gonzalez from earlier tonight.
As we're winding down, this is a very close round. Carbajal started early, Chiquita picked up in the middle, and now they're leveling off.
Final seconds, round 7. The miss, couple of misses by Carbajal.
They're both missing.
Yes. Carbajal landing there, sending Gonzalez back. Good exchange here. We'll see how they handle that cut in the Carbajal corner.
Huh? A headbutt?
I thought so. I thought so.
Oh, hey, ref! You know that was the head, right?
I thought so. A headbutt.
Give me the gauze, Angel. Close your eye. Close your eye.
Let's take a look at the butt. It must have been some strange butt, though, to land in the eyelid there, because that's a pretty.
There it is.
There it is. But hard to think that caused that. But let's take a look, Bobby.
Well, you know, again, Chiquita's low, he's jumping around, they're both swinging, missing each other and coming back into each other. And right here, they both head toward the same direction to throw hooks, and they bang heads.
They've taken care of the cut, and it has become a factor. Both men are cut, and Chiquita's slowly crawling up into being even with Michael Carbajal. So Michael's got to come on now if he's going to maintain his lead. And Chiquita's got to come on if he wants to even the fight up.
We'll see if the cut is under control as we head into round 8. Carbajal cut by the left eye in round number 7. It's getting very chilly here, and you saw Carbajal draped by a blanket in his corner. But more concerned for the cut. They work feverishly on it. So far it's holding up. Let's see if Gonzalez takes aim.
The cut is along the eye, the eyelid, which is hard to stop, and also causes a lot of trouble when it starts to get into the eye. And also, it's the kind of cut, if it gets real bad, they stop the fight. And that's where the big danger is in that cut.
We reiterate something we brought up at the top. Can Carbajal win a decision in Mexico? We did point out all 3 judges are not from Mexico, Belgium, France, and Canada. But you get the feeling it could be difficult for him, particularly against the champion.
Yeah, I think the judges want to get out of here alive, too.
Good point. And this can quickly turn into a surly crowd.
Again, Carbajal reaching too much, reaching way over with his body and his anxiety to get that big shot in. See, look right there again. Too far, he's reaching too far. There's a nice short chopping right hand. That's the kind of stuff he needs. There's another one. He's feigning him now. He's trying to make him think he's going to go with the right and throws the left hook.
Chiquita was more effective in the last couple of rounds, starting to score little punches. The cut hasn't helped Carbajal, but neither cuts, I think, right now are playing any big part in this.
Gonzalez just walked into a punch by Carbajal.
I think the difference is that Chiquita in the last 2 rounds was aggressive, whereas it had been Carbajal chasing him. And now Carbajal with the cut has come out fueled with that energy of desperation. I better get started or they might stop it.
Left hand by Gonzalez, detected by the crowd. It was a quick one.
But a quick counter punch by Carbajal was a beauty. Beauty of a hook.
Crowd beginning to whistle because they want more action. Getting back to that point earlier, of course, the last fight was a close split decision, which was won by Gonzalez in a pro-Gonzalez crowd at the Great Western Forum in Englewood, California. Carbajal does not want to see this go to the cards, no matter what he tells us.
He definitely wants a knockout, but right now, even though he's applying a lot of body pressure, he's not punching enough. He needs to do more damage because Chiquita can run around like that all night long.
Well, on the other hand, Chiquita's not doing too much fighting back here like you did in the last 2 rounds. Another low blow by Chiquita.
That was below the belt. They've done a nice job on that cut by the left eye of Carbajal. No blood.
Chiquita's coming forward a little more now.
But Michael did what he wanted to do that round. He won. It's 9, 10, 11, and 12. Can you go full? They can steal this from us. So you go full speed ahead these 4 rounds. This ought to be interesting.
Un ataque atrás de otro.
Of course no is.
You can stand up under them combinations, Michael. Just boom, 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 then keep them hands up high.
You gotta throw that last one. It's not that bad.
You're right between the eye and the eyebrow. Dangerous spot.
Go ahead, give it to me.
Excellent corner work. Excellent corner work in both corners for cuts. And now let's see the kamikaze charge of Chiquita Gonzalez.
Now keep in mind, Michael Carbajal was ahead on 2 cards going into the 9th round of the last fight. We all know what happened. Gonzalez prevailed via split decision. We're now into round 9 of the 3rd fight.
And I have him 2 points behind, 77 to 75. The fight's still within reach, but it's all within Carvajal's taking if he wants to step it up himself.
Yeah, it's very close. Each round that you swing is a 2-point swing. I also have a 77-75 for the challenger, Michael Carbajal. I think he's being more effective in what is a semi-belt fight because there's so much chess being played in the ring right here.
Stand back, right on the toe.
So fight number 3 is similar to fight number 2 in terms of less action. Let's see if it picks up here in round 9.
Right now, I don't see that he's come out like any bomb.
No, but he is coming forward.
Yeah, but his manager said, can you go full speed? If that's full speed, he's got problems.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that full speed, Freddie.
Now you want to see some exchanges.
There's a left hand by Gonzalez that snapped Carvajal's head back a bit. Another left hand by Gonzalez. Gonzalez sensing something perhaps. And now he backs off. The fans want to see some toe-to-toe action. With Gonzalez coming out on top naturally.
Gonzalez is starting to land a little more often, a little more cleanly with his left hand. But it's not enough.
And Carvajal's making a mistake of really loading up like he's figuring if he's going to fight, let me really land a bomb and knock him out. You got to go back to doing combinations like he was doing so successfully and moving away.
Gonzalez pressing the attack board, now dancing around. You have to wonder if the altitude is affecting Carbajal a lot more than Gonzalez coming from Arizona, and Gonzalez here in Mexico all the time.
Yeah, but Carbajal was here a long time training. That shouldn't be effective. It really should. Oh,
good left hand by Carbajal. And missing afterwards.
That's what he needs to do. He needs to throw those crisp 1-2-3 combinations. Not one punch at a time. That's not going to get it done.
He has not been able to follow up. Now, pretty good exchange. Wild right miss by Carbajal. Counter shot by Gonzalez. That gets a rule from the crowd. Under 30 seconds, round 9. Right hand by Carbajal.
Carvajal's a pretty good defensive fighter, too. You know, he's making him miss like crazy. Look at this misses by Chiquita. He comes back, though. He saves himself by coming back to the body to hit a stationary target. He's too wild right now.
Good combination set up by the straight left. Carbajal coming through there. In the final seconds of round number 9.
That was a low blow and a warning.
Not doing anything about it. Tápalo. Tápalo.
Well, things are getting a little tough for the champion. If our scorecards reflect the judges correctly, then it's going to be tough. A tough decision here. And unpopular no matter which way it goes.
Don't open your eye. I got it right.
Here's Carbajal trying to get a little busier, trying to take this round as he did all the others with combinations. Straight right hand. He always seems to follow those things with hooks. He didn't that time, but look at all the misses. And back comes Carbajal, and he misses.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's a lot of give and take here, but so many punches are missing, little glancing shots. Their defense has been excellent on both sides. The punches are just not clean.
Again, similar to the second fight, Gonzalez was busier than Carbajal, but he was not landing. Carbajal said, I landed the cleaner shots. He says, I know I can beat him.
It's a miracle they left all that gunk on the face of Chiquita Gonzalez, because he's got a big streak of yellow gunk on there, and it really shouldn't be on there.
Freddie, what is the yellow stuff?
Usually it's bismuth subgalli. It's a gallet is a form of iron. It clots it. In some states it's not legal.
Round 10. Lots of close rounds so far. Many of them could go either way. You just don't know how these judges are seeing it.
Yeah, some of these rounds are so close that it could be 6 points in either direction.
Yep. I really couldn't be upset of either way. It's been that close. I mean, if you're taking a look at who's missing, Chiquita's missing a great deal. But then again, when Carbajal throws the bomb, he misses. Oh, another low blow by Chiquita. Nothing from the referee.
Wild misses by both.
Well, Julio Cesar Chavez was right. This is nothing like the first two fights. They know each other too well, and it's getting dull. And
the crowd reverberating the feelings.
They're saying exactly what Chavez said. They're going to whistle these two guys.
Halfway through the 10th round. The fighters continue to hit air.
Chiquita constantly coming forward now, pressing the attack. Not being overly effective, though.
Again. Combination miss by Gonzalez. Gonzalez working inside, but having not much effect on Carbajal. He's trying to push him to the ropes. Watch the head, says Larry O'Connell, the ref, to Carbajal.
Gonzalez is trying to work a little more now. Although he's not being real effective, he is starting to throw more punches. He's doing what we call a shoe shine underneath. Just really rapid shots to the body that are not truly effective.
Carbajal 32-1, 19 knockouts. Gonzalez 40-2 with 30 knockouts.
Right.
Carbajal continues to land the cleaner shots, but certainly Chiquita's picked up the pace, so he throws a lot of little junk shots, garbage shots, and he's landing those.
Yeah, he does a lot of what we call junk fighting.
Right there.
Could impress the judges. Under 20 seconds, round 10.
Well, you got to give him something for aggression, because he's coming forward.
Carbajal missing. Gonzalez comes back. Couple of shots to the head by Gonzalez. And now blood again. That opened up the cut again. Left eye of Carbajal, who squints as he goes into the corner. He's struggling.
Es el round 11, mijo. A un tantito de la gloria, por favor. Esta.
I'll say it is. I have him behind by 2, but it could be the other way. And they're right. They do need these 2 rounds.
As we head into the championship rounds, round 11.
I gave the champion the benefit of the doubt in a very close round, not the last one, but the one before that. I have the fight even now. 1 round swing changes that whole voting. But that can happen also with the judges. We could be in for another split decision.
Or a draw.
I don't think that would be accepted by this crowd. WBC IBF Light Flyweight Championship. Here comes Gonzalez, but a wild miss by Carbajal. Again, it's nothing but the atmosphere.
Right now, Gonzalez does appear to have a little more energy. Sneaky quick right now. Jumping in, 1, 2, 3, jumping out.
Gonzalez
has got to not load up quite as much. Take a little off the punch and get it there quicker.
Oh,
look at that blood.
Look at that blood coming down.
Left eye of Carbajal. It opened up at the end of the 10th round, just near the bell. Gonzalez's damage opened up the cut. And for Carbajal's sake, Hopefully it won't get into his eye. That's going to be a problem.
If Carbajal is going to win this fight, he better go toe-to-toe and impress the judges.
Some of the blood just squirted onto the face of the referee, and he smiled as he wiped it off.
Smile about him?
He smiled.
What are we coming to?
Left hook by Gonzalez. The crowd again sensing something here. Good flurry by Gonzalez to the body of Carbajal.
Who punctuated the exchange with a good hook at the end of it. Go figure who wins that one.
You just get the feeling, though, that if this goes to the scorecards, Gonzalez will have the edge. The champion from Mexico, Carbajal, I think needs a knockout.
Right about now, I'm beginning to agree with you. Have the fight so close that I'm sure no judge here has it any big, dramatic way for Carbajal, if they have it for him at all. So he's going to need a knockout, and we are very late into the match.
But this is certainly nothing like the first fight and the second fight. It had more action. You hear the whistling, the booing in the background. The fans not pleased, not appreciating the situation.
Neither one nor the other willing to risk getting knocked out in order to try to knock the other man out.
They've never really gone toe-to-toe. There have been a couple of good exchanges, but nothing of the mammoth variety.
Gonzalez doesn't appear to have a lot of power when he punches at all. I'm so surprised he knocked him down in the first fight at all.
You got to take it to his ass now, Michael. Last round, you got to get him, man. You got to take it to him.
Let me take care of this first. Close your eye.
This is the last round. You got to take it to him, Michael.
Just keep it. ¿Qué dice? Síguele dando, síguele. Eso es como round.
Grasa, bájale. La derecha la estás bajando, no te voy a cascar un gancho al final. Va a salir a rifarse con todo, ¿eh?
Sí. All right. Here they're telling you, listen, go play it all out. You don't know how what the judges are doing. Looks like we're ahead, but play it all out. And it's very calm over in Carbajal's corner. I don't understand that. Why aren't they? He's the one that's losing. He's the one that's got to win this round big.
As we head into the final round for the title, they touch gloves. You really have to wonder what's going on in the mind of Michael Carbajal. Seems very lackluster. I don't know if he thinks he's ahead or if it's the altitude or what, but he's got to turn it on.
He has never thrown caution to the wind, and we're in the final round. He has to take that stance and do it.
That's it, Bobby. You hit it just right on the head. He hasn't thrown caution to the wind. He hasn't said, I want the championship, and I'm willing to risk everything for it. He hasn't done that yet.
The rubber match between these two. He better get it going soon, Ferdy.
He better do it now. The old clock is ticking away his chances.
Slapping left hand by Carbajal, but nothing doing there.
See, as you watch these fights, more and more you'll see tide swing. There's always a tide swing. Somewhere around the 9th round, the tide swung. Carbajal no longer had any momentum on his side, and here in the 12th round, constantly coming forward as the champion, Carbajal strictly in a defensive posture most of the time.
Well, you know, the thing is, the champion is fighting like he thinks he's losing, he needs a title, and the challenger is fighting like he thinks he's ahead and he doesn't have to fight these last rounds. And boy, that's a big mistake.
He's acting as if he only has to stand his feet and the title is his, and that is just so wrong.
No knockdowns.
We think it's so wrong. Wait till we see the scores.
A flurry by Gonzalez gets the crowd into it. Past the midway point of the last round for the WBC IBF Light Flyweight Championship.
Michael's holding on.
I was going to say, now you see Michael holding on as opposed to earlier we saw Chiquita holding on. Michael trying to rip punches inside.
Carbajal looks exhausted. Combination by Gonzalez. Gonzalez finishing strong. Opening up. Quick hand movement by Gonzalez. The fresher of the two.
The pace was not fast at all early. The first 5 rounds were nothing. I can't believe that Michael Carbajal doesn't have a little more energy.
And combination of the head that really rips open the cut to the left eye of Carbajal. Less than 40 seconds of the fight.
He's taking the thunder, he's taking the crowd, and he's taking the momentum.
The always cagey Chiquita Gonzalez always seems to know when to turn it up a notch, when to pour it on, knows how to impress the judges, and he's doing that once again here. Bouncing around, looking the pressure of the two wild miss there by Gonzalez, but able to maintain his balance as we count it down. 5 seconds to go in the fight.
Gonzalez by decision.
That's the way it looks. Things being thrown into the ring right now. Not only those seat cushions, but other projectiles are coming into the ring, and this could get a little dangerous. Let's hope they stop. You can see things going into the ring from the stands, flying through the air.
We're just trying to watch out for the bottles. That's the object that's going to bother me.
All you need is one.
I don't think they're throwing about you know, somebody creative should throw a pizza in here. I mean, they fly like everything. They throw them good.
Boy, these things are just singing in like frisbees now.
Yeah, but
and they are just skimming our heads.
Yeah, but they're soft. You know,
I got hit with something already in the back. Oh, look at these things fly.
Well, at the end of the last round, Gonzalez really poured it on and had to have impressed the judges.
He turned it on with his energy. He was so full of energy in the last round, the last few rounds, and Michael just seemed very dull, very lackadaisical. And he won the fight, I think, in the last 4 rounds. I thought he sneaked it out by just a pinch, but he seemed to want it more. Michael didn't.
I can't agree with you more. If I have it a draw, but I want to tell you something, I have it a draw by points, but my heart tells me it's Chiquita that won this fight. If you look at it overall, he won the last 4 rounds in a row.
One more look.
Here you see it again. He's putting on the pressure, bringing the fight to Carbajal as if he were the challenger, chasing a world championship. A lot of energy, jumping, making the punches miss, throwing good combinations. Not hard, but scoring.
Meanwhile, the ring continues to be pelted with these seat cushions as they're coming down from the upper deck regions as Gonzalez is up on the shoulders of his handlers.
As one lands in your lap.
I just made a nice grab of a seat cushion.
You think it'll make the highlight film, though?
Take it back as a souvenir, yeah, Bob. Well, there's a little kiss for 5-year-old Humberto, the son of Chiquita.
Things are flying dangerously close to my head.
They are sailing by our heads. Chiquita Gonzalez content, feeling that he did enough to beat Michael Carbajal in the rubber match. He won the last fight via split decision. We'll see what happens here tonight. It's going to be obviously a close one as Bobby Ches just gets nailed with the seat cushion. You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right. But I'll tell you what, it knocked my headset off. Had that been a bottle, I'd be on the floor. That came.
All right, let's go up to Jimmy Lennon Jr. for the decision.
Damas y caballeros, tras de 12 rounds, tenemos una decisión mayoritaria. Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of boxing, we have a majority decision. Harry Davis tiene la pelea 114-114, 114-114, a draw. Judge at ringside, Bob Loja scores it 117-114. Alfred Asaro tiene la pelea 116-113. Bob Lojas 117-114. Alfred Asaro 116-113. A favor del ganador, in favor of the winner, Humberto Chiquita Gonzalez.
So it's a majority decision because one judge had it a draw, 114 all for Chiquita Gonzalez, retaining his title. The little one comes through with another victory, once again able to beat Michael Carbajal in the grudge match between the two. Gonzalez running his record to 41-2, retains his WBC IBF light flyweight titles. He said he wanted to prove that his victory last February was no accident. He does. And the many fans of Gonzalez here at Plaza de Toros, the Bull Ring in Mexico City, able to rejoice for their hero. And they have a funny way of rejoicing.
I'll tell you what, I've been hit 17 times at minimum, in the back of the head, in the front, knocked my headset off. It's an uncomfortable situation to be sitting in. It really is.
You can see what's happening, and many of these projectiles are banging off of our heads and knocking our headset off, so if you hear a funny noise, that's what it is. 28-year-old Humberto Chiquita Gonzalez improves his record in world championship fights to 13-2 as we continue to shield ourselves here. Well, the fight doctor is standing by with the loser first, Michael Carbajal, his 30.
Michael, you got a big head start. Why did you let up at the end?
I don't know. I thought I was winning the fight, but I guess that's another close decision. What can I say?
Did the cut bother you?
It didn't really bother me, not really. It just once in a while the blood got into my eye, but it really didn't bother me.
Why was this fight not a punch-out like the other two? Why was this fight a strategic fight when neither one of you cut loose?
Well, I figured that I can outbox him, and that's what I was going to do if he tried to box me. I tried to have him come in a couple of times, but he wouldn't want to fight, so we were just trying to outbox each other from there on.
Well, at the end of the fight, you gave away like 4 straight rounds, and that's what cost you the fight. The beginning, he gave away 5 rounds because he wasn't going to start the fight till the 6th. Were you aware he wasn't going to fight the first 5 rounds?
Well, I thought I was winning the fight all along. He came out strong in the last, and I thought those were some close rounds. But again, like the last fight, I thought I won the fight, but like I said, man, I got to knock him out.